So I gotta brush my hair. It's all over the place. I had it in a towel most of the night so I could sleep. Like if I don't have some type of towel on, it seems like something's constantly getting in my head. But I wanted to say something about my genetic father, that he actually, in, I think it was the 80s, after I was born, he started studying devilcraft. And when I started coming out about what they do and everything else, he wanted to label me crazy. That's the whole reason there was a petition against me. And the reason the hospital said I was crazy was because I was wearing Carhartt when I went up there. It was cold out. It was the spring. And I was wearing Carhartt because it was cold and I was walking through the woods. And they're like, don't you think that seems kind of odd? So just taking on that petition, Owasso sided with a full-fledged practicing devil. I'm allowed to talk to him because of genetics without consequence. The rest of you aren't. And anyone who says I'm a danger to myself or others is a liar. They are an absolute liar. And that I challenge them on. I will challenge them on that. I said there's some kind of rape initiation and stuff like that with this crap. I said my childhood pictures show horrific neglect and abuse. Immediately he went to petition me. That's the whole reason they're trying to force medication. I said it's a spiritual problem. I didn't tell him he was a devil. I said it's a spiritual problem. So they're all in league with a literal devil that studied devilcraft. He studied devilcraft. He'll tell you that he'll focus on something. Part of what he'll do is he'll sit there and he'll do the same thing over and over again, where he dulls his mind and then he starts to influence by thinking of people. It's a devilcraft. Not that hard to do. But it goes against letting people just live their lives. They started investigating me for him. But I know he studied devilcraft. And I was coming out about child abuse. Look at my hair. It's usually so fine that it hurts right now. I need to brush it, but I had to put stuff on it. It actually gets darker because I get the feeling somebody was going up. That's how bad Satanists and devils are. They'll molest you and then slam their hand on your head to make you a piss head. Meanwhile, at the hospital or anywhere else, I don't have any problems washing myself. I said it's like a satanic town. It doesn't agree with anything. But he did study devilcraft, so they sided with the devil. I haven't been spitting, and the moment I start mentioning it, I'm spitting it. The thing about their craft is you're not supposed to induct your kids. You're actually not supposed to do any of that stuff because they're not. It's basically kind of like Christianity. You're supposed to find it yourself. But he would play a backgammon game for like, I mean, like 4 hours straight every day, day in and day out. Some of it was him calling me his autism because it is genetic. The other part was him doing something similar to astral projection, but staying in a body where you influence. There's a reason I know a lot about theology and stuff like that. There was a night when he had a bunch of people over when I was younger, and I started remembering it, and they were smoking and drinking and getting drunk in the basement. I went down there at like 8, and I woke up, and there was a woman next to me, and I was in front of the fire in the other room. All I remember is somebody taking a pool stick from me downstairs and me starting to cry. And all of a sudden, I wake up in the other room, and she's trying to, like, spoon me. I remember getting up and going and getting her cigarette and smoking a cigarette. That was the first day I smoked a cigarette. It was Samantha Zadunik's mother. They dated for a while. He's always been a really, really habitually abusive drunk. They didn't petition him once when I was growing up. He made a suicide attempt when there was a divorce going on with his first wife. After trying to hit her with his car. He saw her at a spot with someone else. She walked out of the building and he tried to hit her with his car and then immediately tried to commit suicide. And then called the hospital.